What's up, bros and gals? Ash here, bringing you another Search and Destroy gameplay commentary, this time on the map Launch. And I don't remember how many rounds I used the ballistic knife, but at this point in the night, I was already done sniping. And then after either one or two rounds, I say screw it, and start sniping. So, I hope you guys enjoy. It's a really good game. One of the better games I've gotten. So I think you'll enjoy it. But I had my job interview yesterday. I wouldn't call it a job interview because I mean, it is a job interview, but it's not. Like, I get a position, but I won't start working until I've completed, like, all the training and stuff. So, but I went into the interview, and I got there really early, probably 25, 30 minutes early. And I was sitting out there, like, out in, like, a waiting area with, like, you know, my shirt and tie and dress pants and dress shoes on, you know, white superiority engaged, I guess. Feeling that need to take something over welling up inside me. I had to resist it. But I was sitting out there waiting for a pretty good while, and then I got called into, like, the area where they were actually going to interview me. And I was hella nervous at first. Like, I was freaking out. Until I walked in and I saw that it was, like, all not old women, but older, like 30s to 40s, and I was like, I got this, because I don't know what it is about women that age, but I don't know, I just, like, I guess it's because maybe, like, they remind me of my mom or something. You have to talk to them without you know, without any problems or anything like that. They asked me, like, a lot of they asked me questions regarding school and regarding, like, narcotic usage and stuff like that. And then they asked me a lot of, like, behavioral psychology questions, like, to, like, listen to your response and, like, tell what kind of person you are. Like, one of the questions was, what is an example of a time when listening, helped you solve a problem in your life? Another question was, what kind of people can you not work with? Like, what is the type of person you can't stand to work with? Stuff like that. And I answered all their questions without hesitation. Except one question, I had to think a little bit on it, but I can't remember what question it was. Too bad. But I got through all the questions pretty smoothly. They all seemed to like me. They were all smiling. I actually had them all laughing from several of the stories I told to, like, get my point across. You know, how I was trying to relate, you know, my answer to the question through a story. And I had them laughing literally so hard that their supervisor in the room, like, behind us had to come in there and tell them to be quiet because they were laughing so hard. It was great. So I'll be really surprised if I didn't get the job. Like, I'll be insanely surprised. But after I answered all their questions, the lady, she showed me all these instruments and stuff, like all this equipment, and I had to, like, name it all, which I didn't have a big problem with that. There was only one that I couldn't remember, and after she started to tell me a hint, and I was like, wait, it's this, duh, and then she was like, they all started cracking up. It was fun. And after that, they gave me this, or they put this board in front of me. It was like a 2x4 with, did you hear that thunder? I hope you did, that's pretty awesome. But they put a 2x4 in front of me that had a bunch of, like, bolts on it. And then there was like a Tupperware container with washers and a Tupperware container with nuts in it. And I had to put a washer on each bolt, and then a nut, and then 2 washers and a nut on each bolt going down this board. And it was to, like, test your dexterity, like, you know, how good you are with your hands, because I'm going to be in, like, a surgical position, so I'll need to be good with my hands. And she was like, you'll be lucky to get through half the board, and like in a really, like, snarky kind of voice, like, you'll be really lucky if you get through half the board. And I was like, alright. I mean, let's see, I played video games for, I don't even know how many years. 12, 13, 14, 15 years, who knows. I played trumpet for 9 years. I played guitar for a pretty decent while. I mean, I'm pretty confident that my hands and my fingers know what they're doing. If you know what I'm saying. Just joking. But I got through well over half the board, and honestly, I would have done more if they hadn't to show me how to do it. Like they had me put one on first, do one first. So that put it on an uneven pattern. So I had to stop and do one by itself before I could get my speed going with doing them two at a time, one with my left hand, one with my right hand. But I did pretty well with that. And then they asked if I had any questions, and I didn't really have any. And they all shook my hand, and I walked out, and I felt pretty damn confident about getting the job. And luckily I didn't embarrass myself or anything like that. But literally on the way out, I'm so glad they didn't follow me, because I ran into the elevator door. It was humiliating. Luckily no one was watching. But this gameplay is over. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was an awesome score. Leave a like and a comment, and I will catch you bros later, as always.